What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue working on the truck and we're going to find out why the front passenger wheel is always losing air pressure. It keeps me from driving the car, and every time that I do drive it, I have to drive around with the air compressor, and I'm tired of it. So hopefully in today's video we solve that problem. So 40 bucks later, the wheel that constantly loses air pressure ended up being cracked, so I gotta get that repaired. And the other wheel, the tire got swapped out with another tire that I had just because it had better thread. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove this wheel because someone is supposed to pick this up so that they can fix it. So this is the crack, and all of the air is leaking out from there. So hopefully the guy fixes it. Wish me luck. 30 hours later, got the wheel back, and this is what it's looking like. It's all shaved down, so it doesn't match the rim or anything like that. But this is on the inside, so we won't even see this. As long as there's no more air leaking out, I'll be happy. I'm gonna go install this, and 24 hours later, I shall update you guys to see if it's fixed. We're still losing a little bit of PSI. Now it's not as bad, but we still go from like 35 PSI down to 20 overnight. So I texted the guy, he's gonna pick it up tomorrow. Hopefully he can fix this. After he picked up the wheel, he sent me a couple videos so I could see what was wrong.
It's here.
Right here.
Right here too.
If you can't tell what's going on in the videos, we're leaking air from around the face of the wheel. When we went to the tire shop, they did say that corrosion could build up right there, and that could cause an inconsistency where the tire doesn't make good contact on the barrel of the wheel. That causes there to be like little holes around the wheel, and air just leaks out of there very slowly. So the guy ended up doing some work to it and brought us back the wheel. A couple days later, it is now Friday. Yesterday I got the wheel back at like 6 p.m. and this morning it was at like 38 PSI. When I got off of work, it was still kind of like at 38 PSI. So I think we're good now because I'm tired of driving around with that. So you can't hear anything right now. Obviously you hear the truck, but I'm gonna add some air. And now you like audibly hear the air coming out right here. Watch. I like squeeze down and it kind of stops, and then you hear it again. Stops, and then you hear it again. So it's just not sealing properly. I think I'm just gonna get a new wheel. I don't want to get this fixed every single time and then, you know, this starts happening. Rip those 300 bucks that I spent on this fat L. In that clip, if you pay attention to the tire, there's clearly like a glue or like an adhesive on like the tire. And I'm pretty sure he did the same thing like the tire shop, where he just kind of sanded down some of the corrosion, added an adhesive just so that it could help seal the tire to the wheel, but it still didn't end up working. So unfortunately we have to do what we have to do. Lo barato sale caro, tío. Do y'all notice a difference on the truck front to back? I had to make an executive decision and just get a brand new wheel, which was very expensive. $550 for a brand new wheel, on top of paying 300 bucks on this. So in total I spent 800 bucks, 6, 7, 8, 850 on this whole wheel problem. There's a Spanish saying, lo barato sale caro, which pretty much means that whenever you try to do things in a cheap way, not that I was trying to do anything cheap, I just wanted to see if you could actually fix a wheel, but you're always gonna have to end up doing it again over and over and over, and then it ends up becoming, you know, a bigger money pit than what it should have been from the beginning if I would have just bought a brand new wheel from the start. So that's unfortunate. I also got a brand new tire because this one had this chunk off and I just didn't want to risk it. So unfortunately this wheel is done. One of the other things that is bugging me is that this wheel has this 22JJ. All three of them have it, but the brand new one doesn't. So this one looks very good compared to the rest of the wheels. All of these look, you know, dirty, corroded. So I'm definitely gonna have to try to get them as close to the front so that the truck can be looking extra spicy. But as of right now, at least we got our wheel situation fixed. That concludes our wheel saga. Unfortunately, had to buy a new wheel. Just gotta suck it up. But a little bit of foreshadowing with the truck videos coming up. The truck is currently at the mechanics getting some work done for something you guys will see in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But today that I went to go check on the truck, the driver's side wheel was now flat. And it could have happened there maybe a nail or something like that. I don't know. But prior to dropping it off, the tire was replaced on that one, and it was slowly leaking. So we might be dealing with the same corrosion issue on that wheel. So I guess we'll just deal with that whenever the truck comes back. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Echale Ganitas.